who's out there. I'm in Cagnes-sur-Mer, and I see that my camera does not want to turn sideways, so first problem. Okay, doesn't matter, we'll do it like this. Right, it's after evening stables at 7 o'clock at Cagnes-sur-Mer. The yard is now pretty much empty. About an hour ago, it was full of horses being walked and work being done. I'm in my Tanya tack room, which also used to be the toilet area, and it kind of can still be used for that, although you really don't want to go in there. But actually, it's okay because I have a lot of space. As you can see, I've got my brooms here. I've moved all of my feed inside because we're gonna have some rain. Usually, this is the one little part of France where it's sunny every day of the year except for a handful, and when it rains, and it rains a lot. And we're about to get about a week of rain, which suits me, not for my work, but it does suit me because we have here Cruella DeVille, who wants heavy ground and is eating her dinner. We have Morheb, who, I don't know, he just wants turf. He doesn't care what kind of way. He's in there somewhere. He's busy eating. And those two run tomorrow. And next to him, again, it looks like an empty box, but no, it's Eduardo, he's busy eating, as we've just fed them all. This is my mountain of shavings, which also doubles as my mounting block. I built a little step stool here that you can get up on in the morning, so old ladies like me can actually get on their horse. But actually, more people use it too. Alice, Gavin Hernan's wife, his two horses are behind me. She's really nice, and we've cooperated on the mounting block idea. This whole line behind me here is the Czech trainer, Ingrid Janakova Koplikova or something like that. Very nice. They've got about 20 horses here, very big string. They claimed a horse yesterday that I actually like. Hey, Susan, hello from Chicago. Cool. Nice to see you here. It's night, so I'm not sure how much you're going to see, but I'll do a little walk around anyway. So our boxes are back here in the corner. You see the light is my tack room, and I've got water, and I've got my hay. The plastic you see is I've got these 200 kilo bales of hay, which I've covered because it's supposed to rain, and also because Morheb, whose box is open in the morning, we just put him behind a chain because he likes it that way, because he's a little bit of a box walker, but he does a complete demolition job on the hay, so we have to put it all back together again every time. Bonsoir de France. Hi, Charles. How are you? Thank you for joining us. So here we are in Cagnes. So it's not cold. It's not windy. It's actually quite pleasant. It's about 10 degrees Celsius at the moment, and we're getting ready for several days of rain. But I'll give you a walk around at night. It's at night, so this is like the night stable tour. The boxes that we're going to be walking by now, these are all Jerome Renier's horses. And then across from them is Koplikova. And in the morning, there are these wooden boxes too, but there aren't enough horses down here to be using them. And then behind me is the famous muck heap, which is not too far from the boxes, but too far when you're using just a garbage can. So I've actually borrowed Alice's wheelbarrow in the morning, and that was life-changing, I can tell you that. Because I planned to have 3 horses down here and just do the work myself. I ended up with 4 because the racing is just better for him down here. So I've got 4 horses and no staff with me down here. So I'm doing the boxes. I'm riding out just one because I'm not really in shape anymore to ride, but I'm riding Morheb. And hello from California, Rick, welcome aboard. So, and these boxes behind me there are Phil Kirby's. They've done an interesting thing this year for storage. They put the containers in. There's some shipping containers they've put up with a lock, and that works for storage. Behind me in that other corner is, I think, Collery's horses. And then we'll go into the central area here. And behind me on the Allée Centrale is Didier Prudhomme's boxes. And then behind me over here, it's where the big trucks come in when we unload the horses when we come. And those doors are just saddle rooms, tack rooms, that are really convenient for nobody. So you really hope you don't have one of those. I'm really lucky because my tack room is right next to my boxes. And then on the other side we have an area that's exactly the same. It's kind of a mirror. I'm not sure. Back in this corner are German horses. I think Weissmeyer is in that corner. Actually, Weissmeyer is in front of me here. That's here. And so this is just what the stabling area looks like at night before the rain. The lights go off in about an hour. Night stable starts around 5 o'clock at night, and I was the last to finish because I was busy trying to clean up Morheeb's hay mess and cover everything for the rain. I see these guys kind of have a lot. They might be sad in the morning because they've got quite a lot of stuff uncovered. So yeah, everybody just has their little area. This other corner back behind me was my usual area when we used to come down. So I've gone to the opposite side this time, but actually I've got really good boxes. My horses are in the sun all day, and the tack room is right there. It's perfect. And then you see the balcony behind me. Those are staff rooms. You can put your riders in there if you brought any. It's just, they're very simple. They've redone them, but it's just basically a dorm room with a sink and shared showers and toilets, which isn't ideal, but okay. The horses behind me here are Adelaide Budka and Amandine Baudron and Carlo Halloran. See, they got their hay in a box. That's going to help them in the morning if it's pouring rain. And these wooden boxes they put in, the meeting was so popular a few years ago, you could not get a box. So they had some room to put in these temporary, which became permanent wooden boxes. But at the moment, they're not being used. You can see this part is all empty, and it never used to be that way. But the thing is, we've got racing now in Deauville and Chantilly and everywhere, Pornichet. It used to be that if you wanted to race in winter, you had to come here. You had to come down in the sun on the Riviera. It was torture. But the only thing is that now with racing everywhere, there's a lot of competition. And yeah, shared showers, I'm sure a lot would go down there. Sorry, Tim is talking about the shared showers. And then, anyway, so now fewer people come because it's expensive to come here. That's, you've got to ship down, you stay for 4 or 5 weeks or 6 weeks. The whole meeting is 6 weeks long. And it's an expedition. But I'm just going to walk out. This is the exit of the stables, and I'm going to turn around. And you can see behind me is the famous Canteen, which is a restaurant at the front of the grounds where we all can have our coffee or dinner or whatever. And some interesting things have happened there over the years, I can tell you, because it's also a bar, as one needs. So I'm heading back toward my little area now. And you can see everybody just sets up their sort of space, That's she's got her shavings, I've got my shavings, my hay, and then it's sort of like a do-it-yourself. Like Morheeb has this red stall partition that goes over so he can have an open box in the daytime. We chain that up for him, and then he's right next to the hay, so he's happy. And then the wonder of baling twine. Got to have your baling twine because that's where we hang everything up. This is their torchon. These are the boots for L'Argent, but they're not quite dry yet, so I'll take a chance and leave them out overnight. And now we're back to my little tack room. So you see I've set up here. It's my bridles. Got a grease too for tomorrow because I've sort of got a mix of training and racing bridles all together because I decided to come down here really at the last minute. We usually do quite a lot more planning, and I haven't been down here for 2 years for a number of reasons, but we're here this year. These are the head collars and shiftney bits hung up there, and then saddles. Got 2 saddles there, and then a 3rd saddle and our équissage. Oops, where am I going? Massage pad here. And then some racing tack room and brushes and things are sort of just thrown around. That's my little hat. And apart from Michelle, who's riding for you in the morning? First of all, Michelle is riding for me most mornings, which is really good and she's riding a bit in the afternoon too. She's riding tomorrow. She's riding Cruella de Vil. Christian Demuro is riding Morhib, and then on Tuesday, Michelle is again riding L'Argent, who runs on Tuesday. Then we have some other people who are sort of local people who take rides as they get them for other trainers, and they're kind of knocking around amateurs and things like that. And then I ride Morhib. And Carla O'Halloran, who's another trainer, is a friend of mine. She's also helping me out by riding one. Well, she's fallen in love with L'Argent, which suits me. I probably can ride him, and I may end up having to do that, but for the moment, I like to just stick with Morhib, and because I've got a lot of other stuff to do around that, because I've got all the boxes and all the tonight I just got done greasing everybody's feet and making sure the shoes are okay and everything's good for tomorrow. And I'm curious how much rain we get. Cruella wants rain. Nobody else really does, but so this is just this is where I feed prep room. I've got my sugar beets down there, and we're pretty well set up here. Turn that off. Pretty well set off. Always plenty to do. So I'll do another one of these when there's actually sun and more horses around, so you can get a little look at the track. I've shot a video this morning from the back of Morhib when I was walking up to the track, which I will put online soon. I have to go home and do laundry. That's very exciting stuff. I'm staying at the Motel Ascot, which is a place we've known and loved for years when we're down here, and it's not far from the track. Anybody any questions about what goes on in Kenya? It's just gonna be, I just wanted this to be short, just to give you kind of an idea of how it looks at night. It's nice when it's really, really quiet. And behind me you can see everybody's tucked in for the night. When people close their doors, the check trainer does not close their doors. I don't either. See, Jerome has closed his. I never do that. I want air to get in for them to breathe. So anyway, so that's it from Kenya tonight. We'll do another one of these shortly. If you don't have any other questions, thank you for watching. And make sure to keep up with the shorts, because I'm putting up quite a few of those. And tomorrow we race too, so I'll be back to tell you how we do. Good night.